Are we live? Is it in there? Oh, yeah, it
We
is.
live. Yeah, we
Oh, we
live,
in
bro.
there. Yo, yo, yo. We live. We are here.
We
Best
live,
y'all
baby.
coming live. Got my brothers up in the building. This is how we do it. Bro, that beautiful bean footage, my boy Dooley.
You already know.
And we're there. What's up, fellas? How y'all doing on this evening, this Thursday? Carolina play tonight.
Yeah, yeah,
UNC.
You already know.
That's how your funky doing, Onyx.
probably like it.
What's up? What's up? Hey, man, so we here live, man. I got my boy, oh, excuse me, baby. Please say that, baby.
You already know.
That really dooley I got over there on the side, as always.
I'm on the side over here always.
You're taking it up, boy. So we coming in tonight, man. Got a good topic tonight, man, that we can talk about real quick, man. Come from what you said? What's his name? Samuel who?
Kevin Samuel. Yeah.
Kevin Samuel.
Kevin
And it
Samuel.
says, when is the best time? I don't know why we got to talk about this because I done been there. When is the best time to get married? Young or old? I always start off, so I'm going to go ahead. Wait a minute. You know what I'm talking about? So, all right. So
I heard
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Thank you. Now go ahead.
So I heard a woman today, man, and she was basically giving her speech on why she thought that you should wait until you're older to get married because she feels like that you will have more experience and will have better knowledge of yourself when you get married. So,
to me, older, right?
You know, that's the right. If she said she thought it was better to get married at an older age.
Yeah. Okay. Well, my dumb ass.
Oh man.
I got married when I was 19. You know what I mean? My boy, I'm about to say this crazy. My first wife. You know, we was going to church. She was a church girl. You know, oh my God, I'm young. The most beautifulest thing in this world. You know what I'm saying? It was just like that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, trying to smell it. And we got married. We got married at I was 19. I believe she was 18. And to speak about what you just said, Honest, I think a lot of shit that I did, you know, the things that happened, I don't think it would have happened that way if I'd have been older, if I'd have given myself time to grow. You know what I'm saying? Because I still want to shuck and jive. I still want to run them streets and go down the Willie Brown Road and holler at Roger Deasy. You know what I'm saying? I still want to do those kind of things. You know what I mean? I wasn't prepared to get married at all. Hell no. Yeah, nah. What's on that, Dooley?
I don't think age got nothing to do with it, man. I think whenever you're ready for something, you're gonna be ready for it. You know what I'm saying? If that's your goal and that's what you want to do, you're gonna make it work regardless of your age. You know what I'm saying? Like my brother, I use him for an example. You know, he been with his wife for a minute since high school, and they've been making it work. He's way younger than me. I can't remember his age. I got too many siblings, but hey, he's young. He's in his 20s. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't say his age. It's more so about what you want to do and what you really want for yourself. And if the person wants the same thing, it's gonna work anyway, regardless of the age.
Yeah, I would say that. I would say that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was young and dumb and full of cum. You know, I won't think about none of that now. You know what I'm saying? I should have gave my time. I mean, I should have gave myself time, you know, to develop. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, she was one hell of a wife for us to be that young. You know what I'm saying? Because she was already trained in areas that older women still don't be trained in. If that makes sense, what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? But she put up with a lot of bullshit.
Yeah.
From younger Antonio that she didn't have to put up with. You know what I'm saying? She stayed by my side, ride or die. You know what I mean? Thank God we cool now. But boy, I would say wait to get. It don't really matter what age it is, man, but at least give yourself time to develop. You know what I'm saying? Learn some stuff out here in the world. Because when you jump into a marriage, like you gotta take care of that man or that woman. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be like, oh, I'm mad at you, damn you, I'm out the door. You know, it ain't gonna work like that.
Yeah, sure.
And keep your damn family out of your damn business.
Friends too. Some of them.
You didn't find my drawers beside nobody bed. You didn't come up and touch me.
But I say this, man. I'll say honestly, I feel like it's a mixture of both, man. I feel like, it's really not about your age, but it is about your maturity. I feel like that you definitely and I feel like you definitely need to know a little bit about what you want and yourself. You know what I mean? I know. I mean, you crazy. I mean, because a lot of people don't really know what they want, and they end up getting married. And when they get in that, they realize it ain't what they want, or it ain't suffice for them. You know what I'm saying? And then they end up, getting divorced when marriage was never meant for you to be divorced. Marriage was supposed to be forever. So that's why I don't think it has to.
You think God gonna be mad
when
I get up there?
He mad already.
He's been mad with you.
Say. Do you all right? So
man.
So you got married at a what I would say a decent age. Do you feel like that age was
I got married
though.
20s.
I got married at 25.
25. Okay.
I got married at 25.
Do you think that was too young?
Something like that. No, it wasn't too young. I think it was a good age, but I do think that one half of the party was not ready for what they thought a marriage was.
Amen.
And they also didn't know themselves well enough to stay in a marriage and to provide what the marriage needed. So I feel like that played a lot of different factors. I don't think it was the age. I just think it was where the person was at and the maturity of the person at the time. You know what I mean?
High roller. Yeah. Would you at your age right now, Doodle, would you consider being married?
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah.
You think you're at the age you need to be able to handle a marriage?
Yeah, like I said, it's not even about age. It's about, like I said, maturity and a lot of other stuff like that. A lot of other factors, and I mean, also financial, all that shit. You gotta have all that. You know what I'm saying? But I think any age is a good age to get married. Like I said, but if both of y'all ain't trying to move toward that goal of being married, then it's pointless. I could be ready and she ain't ready. So damn if you do, damn if you don't. One person's gonna be working for what?
Yeah, that's real. That's real, bro. That's real. I don't think. But like I said, man,
the issue that was brought up.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Tom.
I don't feel like I should have got married at 18. I don't feel like I should have got married after that. I don't feel like I should get married again until until the Lord have it set where it need to go how it need to go, if that makes sense. Because you can love somebody and say, "Oh, I'm ready." Then when y'all get married, that shit ain't working. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, if that's the case, then if both of y'all are ready, then it's gonna work. If that makes sense.
But that's the thing. I was 19, she was 18. We thought we was ready.
Right. Both thought they was ready.
If y'all was ready, then y'all would have did what was necessary to keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, you want shit at that time. So
but that's the thing. But that's the thing. When you that young, you might think you in a certain space and you really not in that space. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know that you're really in that space to get married. You know what I'm saying? You could think I'm ready all you want until you get in there. You could say, man, I'm ready to go swimming until I go get in that water and it's cold and it then waves moving, and I feel like, man, I can't swim in this. Then I got to get my ass
You
out.
know
Or I'm
damn
gonna drown,
well
or whatever.
ain't no
You
waves
gonna
moving
float.
you.
I can
You
swim,
gonna
fool.
float.
I
But
can
look,
swim.
but that's what I'm saying. Like, I get what you're saying in that regard, but like again, I use my brother as an example. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, he's young, he did it young, and he's still thriving. You know, like I said, I see that both of them want the same thing.
Yeah. And he
So,
probably ain't doing no bullshit neither. You know what I'm saying? I was doing bullshit.
and that's what I said. If you wasn't doing bullshit, then it probably could have worked. If both of y'all was
I
doing
didn't
what you're supposed to do for them,
I
that
didn't
was
start off.
necessary.
I didn't start off doing bullshit though.
Okay, well,
Like we got the house together, we had the family together, we we had the kids, like we was good until we weren't good. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
I
Like
get
and a lot of
And
that,
that's normally how it is.
yeah,
That's
a lot of
normally
that
how it is.
came, a lot of that came from me because being my age and I still wanting to, deal and dab out there in the streets. I was living, y'all know that we was on the fast life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So everybody used to come to Boney Street back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So everybody know what was going down, the partying and the bullshitting. That's what we were doing. I
Yeah.
know now you can't do those things when you're married. You know what I'm saying? You can't have certain people around when you're married. You can't involve your
It's a learning
household.
experience.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't involve your household in a certain thing when you're married because when the party over, that shit's still in your house. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I didn't know
Yep.
that. Now all I want to do was
Yep.
fuck it, let's have a party. Like let's bring it, everybody pull up. We cooking out. We this with 57,000 spirits in the house, and won't none of them shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that rubbed
Yep.
off on me.
Yep.
That rubbed off on me. You know what I'm saying?
The thing that was brought up that the lady said, one of the ladies said that was a younger girl. She felt like she should get married or you should get married young because the longer you wait, the more baggage you pick up throughout the years, and then you have to bring that baggage into the relationship or the marriage, and that's up to your partner to want to deal with that baggage.
Man, wait a minute now, because I have had a lot of baggage. Kudos to the women that dealt it. Now let me speak on baggage real quick. If you agree that this is what we're gonna do, knowing the shit that come along with me, I shouldn't have to hear that
Yeah.
shit every 5
Yeah.
minutes about what I had going on.
Yeah.
When you chose to deal with
Yeah.
me and move forward with me, you know what I'm saying? Same thing if it's vice versa. I shouldn't be bringing it along every time something happened. You know what I mean? And then this what you did, and I was good for that one point in time in my life. I was good for that, but it's a reaction. You know what I'm saying? I'm reacting to what's being said to me.
Right.
What you feel about that, dude? I see you
Yeah.
running over there like Pinky in the brain, son.
That's one thing about it, bro. Like I don't know. Like if you know better, you do better. Just like you
Yeah.
said, you know better. But one thing about it, man, that's a dangerous game.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? A woman's going and then dealing with your baggage. It's one thing to deal with hers, but when she deal with yours, it's like it's never right. You know, you can't never
It's
make up
never
for it.
over. It's
Yeah,
never over.
you can't never
Yeah.
make up for it. It's like the man is always wrong, no matter what the situation could be.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so in that regard, I get it. Like,
Well, that's a choice though. That's a choice. It shouldn't be that way because if you're gonna accept that baggage and you're gonna bring that baggage on, you shouldn't make it no issue every time.
A badger.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna bring that baggage on. Baggage. You can't hear baggage, nigga.
Smash him and mash him and let him have it.
Yeah, man. You gotta accept it.
Hey, I have dealt with that, bro. With certain
Another
women.
statistic is.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, with certain women that I have dealt with or still have to speak to, I got kids by, bro. My past will be bought up. Right now, to this day, bro. Like
they haven't dealt with it. That's one reason why they're gonna keep bringing it up till they dealt with it.
But the thing about it is, the ones that have brought it up or bring it up, either they want something with me or we done had something outside of the shit I already done.
They still living in the past. They can't let it go. When you let shit like that go,
Just
things
can't
like that
let
really
go.
Yeah.
No.
They got at that point. It's time for them to look into themselves, man,
Yeah.
and see if they really can accept that, and if they're really willing to accept what comes with it. You know what I'm saying? Which you should have done it before. But if you get into something and you're still having that issue, you got to go back to the drawing board. That's still that you got to deal with something that's inside of you still.
But when you say that,
you know what I'm saying?
When you say those
but
things,
a statistic I heard. Go ahead.
But when you say those things, it's taken into offense.
Yeah, they're gonna always take offense to it, man, because they're emotional like that. We rely on facts, and they rely on emotions to base their reality on facts. So we two different people, you know.
Yeah, that's real. What you say about statistics?
Yeah. But the facts is, we can't go off feelings really. You know what I'm saying? We got to go off what these numbers say, and the numbers say that unfortunately, middle class has a higher divorce rate right now, at a 60% divorce rate, up than the upper class do. And
why
a lot of people saying, well, what does that have to do? Yeah, what does that have to do with money? Is it about money or what? What is it about?
It got to be money, is it? I thought you was about to answer. I thought you was about to answer it for us.
I thought you would. That's why I got silent.
It's a question.
I mean, I would think that the higher classmen, not necessarily money, but they don't got time to argue because they out there making the money. What I would say.
Yeah, for that class, yeah. For the middle class is more so. I think that they got options now, and social media. That's a lot of hell of a lot to do with it. But what is it?
Hey, upper class got way more options than middle class do, brother. They can choose. They can choose. They could choose from the whole segment. If middle class, we can't choose no upper class and expect. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You gotta be what you are. You gotta attract what you are. You know what I'm saying? You can't expect to be a middle class person and attract a high class person.
Yeah. So they didn't do no statistics on low class. I guess they didn't rate nothing.
I mean, yeah, nobody probably cared about them. But I don't know. But I guarantee, the low class might have a better rate than the upper class because you're not counting on money. You know what I'm saying? You're not. I think a lot of the issue with the middle class is, a lot of the middle class men and women have the same goal of trying to get money, of trying to, make as much money as possible. And instead of working together to do that, when something happens, they start to turn against each other. And I think that causes a lot of the friction and stuff that's in the middle class.
So you're saying both trying to be the head basically in the household in so many ways. Like that's why the divorce rate is so high. Because think about it. The way our women are raised now is different than when they were raised back in the traditional day. A lot of the women were raised to be wives, to be housewives, to take care of the kids in the house. But nowadays they've been raised to go to college and get a job and things of that nature. So, it's a whole different ball game.
Hey, when that man passes about something he talk about, they will have wives. They want to be housewives. She said she didn't get no hives. She didn't get no hives.
Yeah.
But that's real though.
Yeah,
that's real. That's how they were born and bred it. To be wives. That's why I like to take care of the household to handle that shit. Real talk. Now they're ready to get on, put their mind and ground it. I want to rock. That's where they at right now.
They train for survival now, man. Yeah.
Is it survival though?
And I think honestly, I don't think it's survival. I think it's them not really, not really allowing the man to take on his role. Like you were saying, Dooley, both are trying to be head of the household, and then a lot of people, they don't realize the basis of a marriage. Marriage marriage, most of the time, it can be different things, but it also is based on your religion and what you believe, because marriage is different in different religions.
Yeah,
That's real.
yeah,
That's real.
yeah. Hey, Q, thanks for popping in, man. This is a question right here, man. When is the best time to get married?
What up, Q?
Young or old? Q-sap, Q-sap, Q-sap.
Choo 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 choo. Choo
Yeah,
choo choo.
that's real though, man. That's real. That's real. If I could turn, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. My first wife was a hell of an experience. You know what I mean? I learned a lot from that woman. You know what I'm saying? She learned a lot from me. She learned niggas. I taught her that very well. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't change nothing for the world, man. You know what I'm saying? It was a hell of an experience for me. Having my own, I had my own everything. You know what I'm saying? Do always, I want shit, but do always be like, well, don't say that because you was. You know what I mean? And to his point, it's right. Because a lot of 19-year-old men that weren't doing what we was doing. You know what I'm saying? They won't nowhere near to what we were doing. We was freelancing at 19 years old. You know what I'm saying? Did a lot of bull jobbing and shuck jobbing, but we had our own, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we were doing all.
So we ain't have to worry about it depending on nobody else. We did it our own
I
self.
like to tell people though, man, yeah, I wouldn't turn it back. I wouldn't change, my marriage / divorce, whatever. I wouldn't change it either, because during that time I learned so much about myself that I didn't know, and about who I was and what that I needed in a relationship, where
Yeah.
I felt that I knew that before,
Yeah.
but I didn't really know that. You know what I mean?
I thought
But that's
I knew
something
a
that you
lot.
learn together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Q said obviously it's a person to person answer, but overall, I think the older the better. I say that because the majority of people I know that get married and separate say they did it too young. Real talk. I was one of them.
Oh, okay, well, what about this? What about
Come on, Dooley.
let's say it's not even about the age. Let's say it's about how long you've been with a person. Okay, like for instance, I gave the example of my brother, but they've been together since high school, like since ninth grade. So now they're out of high school, so that's like a long term, long time before they even got married. You see what I'm saying? So that might have like a variable in the whole equation that we're talking about. If that makes sense. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
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 It's definitely about knowing the other person too. So the longer that you know that other person does make a difference. I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I knew my first wife for quite a spell, and we stayed married 9 years, if I'm mistaken. You know what I'm saying? But like I was saying, on my opinion, you got to know when to hold them, when to fold them. Clearly, we couldn't
Yep.
fix what needed to be fixed. Clearly, you know what I'm saying? Maybe she got a different opinion, but to my opinion, I have already dug the hole so deep it wasn't no climbing out for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That is no method.
You gotta know. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But
And a poor life rabbits to make ends.
we older now. We grown now. We know the difference. I tell you what, I won't walk across that field, stage, whatever, without the consultant of the good Lord.
That's right.
Like
And
I
that's what
won't
I
like
and that's what I would say, Tony. That's what I would say, man. I think honestly, it probably wasn't too far, but y'all just didn't have the right guidance and the right forefront to get it back together. Because
yeah.
God can fix anything. God can
Hey,
fix any marriage, and He has fixed marriages that was way off worse than yours.
yeah,
But it's up to y'all to go. Both be willing to go through Him, and get what's y'all's. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. And I had a conversation about that today. You know what I mean? Because when you're doing that kind of thing, when you're working towards marriage, it's got to be more than just a relationship with God for yourself, being personal for yourself. You got to be able to have God together as a unit.
Yep.
If it's separate, it's not gonna
As a
work.
unit. Yep.
I just had a conversation with a person earlier. You can have a personal relationship with God, that's fine. But when you're doing something trying to work toward a marriage or in a marriage, you gotta be on one accord. It's got to be evenly yoked. That's what the word says. That's just my
That's what it
opinion.
say. That's what it
But
say. You got to be.
Q said, and I think naturally as we get older, we learn how to honestly be with someone versus trying to figure out that. Trying to figure that out while we're with someone as a younger person. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Read it for yourself because I can't read. Dude, like,
yeah, exactly.
hey, dude, look at the screen like
Exactly.
he ain't said none of that. He ain't said none of that. Yeah, that's real, man. That's real. But before you get married, back to Dooley point, man, you should already know that person and know everything that's gonna be capable of y'all relationship and everything y'all gonna be able to do. Because you don't want to jump into that and get married with a person and you find out they don't like to wash their dishes, they don't like to wash their ass. You know what I'm saying? Like little small shit will wreck a whole relationship.
Yeah.
Like you gotta be able to know,
Yep.
can they handle money?
Yep.
How their attitude is when shit don't go their way. You know what I mean? Like we gotta know all that.
Yeah,
Right.
right.
Yep.
I see
Yep.
you ready to talk. Do the
Yeah,
preaching on this evening.
Man, shut up, man, because you're going to put yourself in a whole heap of trouble if you don't go ahead and cross them X's and ties and I's and T's and all that, you know what I'm saying, at the beginning. For real, man, because I'd rather be in a relationship a long time and getting to know somebody versus than getting married, spending all that money, and then they take half later on, all that, you know what I'm saying?
Nah. I want one of y'all to step there and say amen. Everybody take their ass home. We ain't about to spend a lot of money.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, but that's real, man. You gotta work for it, man. I would say, to both of y'all point, I would say way older, and at the same time, I would still say what Dooley said. You still need to know that person regardless of your age. Like you need to spend time together in a relationship, getting to know each other. You know what I mean? Before, I smacked them cheeks. She got that fire. I love her. Let's get married. Like it's got to be more than that.
Yeah.
Because it happened.
Absolutely.
I done had some guys out here now. Trying to get out there to it, boy. I'm looking for in the daytime with a flashlight.
Yeah.
And I ain't jiving your turkey now.
Yeah. I think it's definitely about knowing the other person, though, man. You know what I mean? Because my parents were married. They've been married a long time. Almost 40 years. Matter of fact, probably 40 years.
Congratulations.
So yeah. That's a blessing.
It is.
But it's all about them knowing each other and willing to work with each other and keeping God first. Just like we said earlier, man. That's what it's all about.
I want God. That's first of all, that's beautiful. Being married long. My dad and my stepmom, they've been married 30-something years, 30 plus years. You know what I'm saying? That's beautiful. But I ask everybody that's been married that long, I ask them the same thing. How the hell do you just look at somebody every day, 30 years plus, and still like I want to be able to have that where I can, no matter what, you get on my nerve, no matter what, I love you to death, we gonna die together. You know what I'm saying? Like that's that old timey love now.
Yeah.
I'm ready to tell you go about your damn business when you get on my nerve. I ain't lying to you.
But that's the when love is unconditional, bro. That's when love is unconditional.
That's what I'm trying to do. That's that old thing back right there now. Real. But like you said, man, when you got God involved and you know what you want to do, your mind made up, and that's really what you want, and you know what I'm saying? It's gotta, like Dooley said, social media, man. You gotta be able to not hide your life. You know what I mean? Shit like that. All that shit playing a factor when you're in that marriage, because that's what I was. Social media wasn't really popping when I was 19, but it ain't how it is now, though. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't worried about that social media. It was my phone, like we talked about last time. It was that, it wasn't the social media, it was the actual numbers and shit. But I was on that fast.
Yeah, because if you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it. Whether it's social media, whether it's your phone, whether it's you sign language, whatever you gonna do, you're gonna do.
Meet me at Walmart. Yeah, meet me there. Be there or be square. Ain't lying, son. Couldn't tell me nothing though, boy. I couldn't wait. I got my money.
Sir.
You hear me? You hear me?
Man, I was gone.
214 West Bonner Street, where it all started, son. Where it all went down in the DM. Right there by the block. The block was hot. Lil Wayne and all them pulled up, son. It was in there. It was in there, man. But If I know what I know now, if I know what I know now, it's no doubt in my mind. You know, thank God everything happened because I'm the man I am today because I went through it. But if I knew what I know now, there's no doubt in my mind. If I love my wife more, if I respected my wife more, we'd probably be married right now to this day. That's real talk. Even at 19 years old, I still knew what I had to do as a husband and as a man at 19 years old. And I did it. She ain't want for nothing. The household ain't want for nothing. And I still had a nigga in there. My brother still lived in the house. He ain't want for nothing either. Shit.
Yeah.
So I did what I had to do. I did what I had to do. Even throughout growing, you know, and my next marriage, just I was married twice. And my next marriage, you know what I'm saying? I knew a little bit more than what I knew the first go round. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But back to what I said, you got to know when to hold them and when to fold them.
Yep.
I was in there,
Yep.
man.
Fact still remains.
Hey, facts still remain. You know what I'm saying? Don't young or old. If you win something and you know you got to bail out, that's the best thing to do. Hey, peace is free.
It's real.
Well, we've been out here 30 minutes, man. Y'all boy want to add anything else so we can get on up out of here? UNC play tonight. They play Alabama, number 14. UNC is the number 1 team. We play at 9:30 and some change. I want some
Boy, shut up. Don't nobody care.
Let me roll my stats, brother.
Yeah, forget Baycott, man.
Look, if I ain't nobody else,
I'm going to say Baycott. Oh. What about RJ Davis, nigga? What about RJ Davis?
What about him? Shit. Look at Dooley.
Who is that?
Nail bit him. I don't need it, Dooley. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad at all. Don't feel bad at all. Well, as always, on this Backyard Comedy Live, I got my boy Skeezy, baby. Please say that, baby.
Yo, I want to say this too, man. Before you get married, hold on. Before you get married, if you feel like you got to bail before you get married. Yeah. Marriage is not the time to bail.
Yeah,
that's my step.
Yeah, I'm glad you cleaned that up because I don't give a damn either which way. You got to go. You got to go.
And you sinning against the Bible, fool.
Oh! Is that really Julie I got over there? Hey man, I'm your boy Bugger. Go ahead. Cut this. Hey man, y'all can email us at backyardcomedy3@gmail.com. We would love to hear more topics like this. We don't mind talking about it. We had some issues. I don't know how many people really up here or can comment because they said we had issues with that. But y'all will be seeing it. It will be posted. Y'all already know. Hit the link in the bio, wherever you may be on all social platforms. That's how we do it. I'm your boy Vocal 26. As always, we appreciate y'all and we love y'all. And time is a precious thing to waste. So don't waste it by not watching Backyard Comedy. Hairline.
Yeah, ready.